Hey guys, my name is Bryce. Today I'm doing a video that's kind of a special episode. I received this in the mail as kind of like one of the Danish card stores, Kelz0r, or also known as Hack and Slash. They had this offer where they were going to do, with online orders only, a kind of a special mystery promotion box sort of thing. In addition to that, I also ordered a really large sleeve. But anyway, first thing is that we get a starter deck for Yuya. The main thing that I was trying to order actually is just this large card binder sort of thing, but I thought I'd throw in this mystery thing just in case. And I also ordered just 2 individual cards to see, like, maybe depending on what cards you order, if it will be influencing what's in the mystery box. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. But aside from that though, these 2 cards were some that I couldn't really find anywhere else that had like a good price, and for trading and everything, nobody was really able to either offer them or have it available for trade. It's also funny, you can definitely tell this is Danish given the fact that the newspaper is all in the native language. We also have Pokemon cards to keep the cards safe, which is kind of funny, but given the fact that it's standard versus the smaller size, makes sense. So we have kind of the Naturia Beast is kind of the main attraction. I also wanted to try having this Karakuri Barrel card in it, just in case I can find a way to fit it into my deck, because nobody else seems to have it, so I thought I'd just give it a try. So the next thing we have is the Super Starter, and that's it. So I think the mystery box for the 100 kroner buy-in is these 2 decks. Now, in the kind of combination value, kind of originally, this would have been a great deal. I think now the, well, I mean, at least the Yuya deck is fairly modern. This one gives you access to some decent staples, but I think aside from that, you're definitely not going to find a lot of meta-relevant stuff. Both are going to come with playmats and everything that are paper. It's a little bit old from the era of when XZs were just flooding everywhere. Now let's look at this kind of little booster pack here. Now in theory this should be a randomized pack from a slightly smaller card list that will help sort of boost this deck. So we've got Granosaurus, nice kind of generic rank 3. Not something I can really use here. I'm a Shining Elf. We have a nice Swords of Revealing Light, super rare. Magic Cylinder, also kind of a classic. Utopia Ray V will fit with this Utopia thing. Rank Up Magic Baron's Force is nice. Gabra Lancer, maybe. Bite Bug, eh. Crane helps with rank 3s. Gentlemander kind of just appears out of nowhere in your hand to protect you from direct attacks, so that's kind of nice. So now to go through the deck, we have Utopia Ray, is kind of like the main cover creature here. Now, yeah, with this set, I didn't actually know about much before just getting my hands on it and everything, just because it was randomized. But I think generally the idea is the store will be finding whatever they have extra stock in. But given the fact that these are, starter or structure decks, you are going to find something. Utopia number 39, I'm probably actually going to use once I get my hands on Utopia Lightning. Got a few normal monsters, eh. But then we've got like quite a few Gaga cards, which are pretty nice supplements. You've probably seen most of these, but if you want to pause, go ahead basically. Swords of Burning Light and Blustering Winds. I found there's a few like attack boosting cards in here. That's a little bit surprising, but anyway. Yeah, so it's mostly like a Spellcaster and Warrior deck. A little bit of a slower deck, of course, by today's standards, but there's still like a few good supports that you can throw into things. Now to look inside of here, we've got like kind of all the different like Nordic god sort of cards and things like that. Although it's really weird to think that they're available as common rarity and things like that. It just seems to kind of go against the whole theme of what those cards represent. Thunder M Dragon might be good for blue eyes potentially. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we also have Photon Tap the Ultraviolet. That's not bad for generic rank 4s, and Eye Iron, which is not useful. We have Odin. Cool. I don't have any cards for that, but that's right. Gaga support. Cross attack. Might use it in a theme deck. I'm not gonna have anything for a deck 4. Oh, we also have Loki too. Do we have? No, we don't have Thor. Oh, we have Chimera Check over Dragon. That's, you know, potentially useful, and especially given the fact that somebody wants to try Cyber Dragons with a new Link coming out. I might have use for trade for that. Anyway, let's get to the actual card binder here. At the moment I have low expectations given the price is very, very inexpensive. And okay, so we have a huge map of what the different cards are that are available within these star packs. There could have been worse pulls, I suppose, is always the thing to look at. Now moving on, we have these two kind of posters of, it also shows how dated it is from 2014, but you have the examples of these two kind of poster pieces which will actually fit into the binder, is what I imagine is like the reinforcement, so it's perfect for kind of the small size cards, which is great. They all sort of fit in just through the top, so as an example here's Cyber End Dragon, and you can even see it through the front, so it would definitely be recommended to include something there. Yeah, let's see how it is like a few pages towards the back, how see-through everything is. Yeah, you can still kind of make that out actually, so it's very transparent material and all that stuff. Just if you're curious to see what the plastic quality is like, as best as I can convey over the internet. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what the bend threat is with this. I'm gonna fortunately throw in one of the sacrificial Mankey cards, and ooh, this is super bendy. If this goes in your backpack or in a bag that could get, you know, knocked around as everyday life has, yeah, it's gonna get folded quite a bit. I don't know if this card was softened up so it's not gonna stay bent or something like that, but yeah, I would definitely reinforce this. After this video was shot, I actually ended up reinforcing it later. Anyway, here's kind of like the pulls that I had, so actually quite a decent amount of useful things, even though that's a lot of other cards that I'll hopefully try and like trade off or build decks for and sell off afterwards. So anyway, you can see with the value of the price stickers on here that, you know, technically it is exceeding certainly over what the mystery box price is going to originally be. So here's a list of some of the cards on the sides of the boxes I just kind of skipped ahead from before. I couldn't actually find a price on this one, unfortunately, but you're more than breaking even. The only thing is that you just don't know what you're going to buy. Anyway, here, let's look at the playmat for this one. This one has the pendulum areas, at least. I can't remember if it has the extra zone. No, I don't think it does, actually. No. But anyway, that's also what the paper mat looks like for that. Now, you guys know the rules, no need to go through that. Let's go on with the actual deck itself. Now, I think, given the fact that I'm playing Mythical Beasts, I might actually find some useful stuff for pendulums in here. I can't quite remember the contents of this deck. But yeah, everything is kind of standard as is, but I thought I'd walk you through in case you're curious. Alright, so let's get this open here. So there's going to be tons and tons of Performapal stuff, so get ready for some hilarious illustrations. So let's see what we have here. King Bear, Mon Carpet, Paratrio, Longphone Bull. Yeah, a lot of these I forgot about and I just can't remember. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of the staples. We have one Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Stargazer and Time Gazer, and probably just going to bring over into my my Pendulum Magician's deck. Full Cold's Cannon I forgot about, but fortunately doesn't have an effect. He's King Barbaros. I feel like he's been in quite a few starter and structure decks now, come to think of it. Giant Rat for Searching, Smile Worlds, Hippo Carnival is kind of ridiculous. Draw Muscle is very slow, but could be useful, I guess. I think actually, if you were to duel between these two decks, you might actually be okay. In terms of just like, there's a lot of things that like, you know, negate attacks and things like that. Like Draining Shield, Threatening Roar too. This deck really doesn't want to have your opponent attack them and stuff. Oh, and you also have Hippo tokens, just to throw into that. That's actually kind of fun and stuff, but nothing I can really see myself playing in a tournament. But anyway, that's kind of the selection so far of what we have. It's not bad, given the fact that this is a total surprise, and for the value of having these two decks for 100 kroner. That's about 20 bucks Canadian or something like that. I think is a good deal for what it is, but again, you just run the risk of getting a whole bunch of cards that you'll have to find a home to trade for and everything like that. That said, I'm sure I'm not the first one to tell you guys this, but if you are actually curious to see what cards are available from other randomized packs, I would actually kind of advise against it unless you plan to make a video like this just for the novelty sake of it, because one, I mean, looking at all this cardboard, bits of plastic and all this stuff, it's honestly kind of wasteful when you really think about it for all this stuff that, unless you can, fortunately be in a community that is pretty healthy for trading and all that stuff, so you can trade things off for what you do need, and everybody's happy. This is just a lot of packaging and a lot of waste that kind of accumulates as just like a side thing. So it's definitely not probably the top of your priority, but it is something to think about after just spending what you could on just like a few valuable cards for buying it from somebody or off the internet for like a little bit of packaging versus all of this extra paper and cardboard and all that stuff. It does add up. Again, like paper mats, which I don't think I've ever actually seen anybody play in a game, unless you're really starting out, then that's fine, but people who kind of go for their second or third game typically pick something up. These posters, I'm not going to put in my room, but I think they're definitely intended, even though they're the same thickness as something that you'd write on, to reinforce the binder. Anyway, that wraps it up for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.